of brand awareness, of course. And this is why we went to the event together with Valhalla Crypto, which you can see in here, whose name is Cody. And there we meet these great people, Markus and Sabrina, trying to, well, not trying, they just went for it, trying to see how they can expand their reach to increase the potential of their project, because this is who they are. They are continuously looking everywhere, seeing what they can do for their project. And that is what I really love about them. That's what I see in myself. What I see in them is what I see in myself. So we don't give up. We are people like that. And this is why I really believe that Vanitis will succeed. And I'm very proud to work with them. So they approached us and they said, "Hey, listen up. We are having a cosmetics company startup. We got the network, we got everything, but we are offering something which is very unique, and we want to provide transparency on this uniqueness to verify this." So how do you verify something? How do you keep it as solid information which you cannot break? That is the blockchain, because you cannot break the blockchain as in transaction or in information which is stored on that. So what they were looking for is that we could verify for their clients, for their customers, that their project is really cruelty free. It is not tested like on animals. It is sustainable. It is organic, and the origin is from a good origin. I mean, what do I mean with this? Like, you have a lot of clothing, a lot of things that are being produced by children, for example. This is not cruelty free. This is not how it should be. These children are working for a cent, 2 cents a day. They're working all day instead of being at school or having a normal life. And this is not something that Vanitis is aligned with their ethics. And this is why they want transparency, so that the people that receive these cosmetics at their homes, they can just scan something and they can see what they are putting on their skin. And this part is where the blockchain technology kicks in. And that is how we are partnering up right now. And we're going to start with, basically, we have the white paper, the Venet token is coming up, the pre-sale, but we will be going in depth later on that. I just wanted to introduce myself and how we, the two of us, basically intersected and met each other. So it's a very beautiful story. We both went to somewhere to make things possible for ourselves, and we had the perfect match in meeting each other, getting to know each other.
Sounds good. Yeah, I remember you saying that you're going to Dubai and having your booth over there. But looks like you've made a really good connection. So yeah, really excited for that. Cool. So let's pass it. So Ventis is kind of like bringing beauty. Actually, beauty meets blockchain. This is your motto. This is what you have on your website. By the way, the website, it's really cool. I really like the kind of like landing page over there with the lady and those animations. Really great colors. So Marcus and Sabrina, if you can give us like a really quick elevator pitch of what is Ventis, what you guys want to achieve, and is there any problem that you're kind of like trying to solve at the same time, and you're having the solution?
Yes, definitely. So Vanitis is, as nearly everybody knows, is the new UAE-based makeup brand that we have founded with a vision driven by passion, sustainability, and to provide you an incomparable beauty experience. Yeah. So what we mean, beauty is not just skin deep. So everything what you put on your skin matters. I think Sabrina told this before. It's about being conscious, innovative, but also extraordinary. And this is exactly what Vanitis is. And yeah, Sabrina
Right on.
told it also very, very
Mhm.
short. Sorry. So from the Vanitis products, we are very ethical, so 100% vegan, cruelty-free, and sustainable. So we are just using real glass, real bamboo. We are using very less plastic, just in these parts where we need to use it. Yeah, and then it's um, recycled plastic. So we are taking really care about our environment, that we have just environmental friendly, and then cruelty free. What means cruelty free in our case? that we are not on animal testing, not at all, even not in the registration process. Nowhere it's allowed that animal gets harmed. Yeah, so this is very important for us. And the third part, skin friendly. So we are just producing products without any toxic inside. So that's why we take care on vegan ingredients. That's why here Darren with the blockchain technology jumps in to make it transparent, because we believe that transparency is a big key, special in our physical world. Yeah,
Right
it's
on.
now very
Ye-
hard to get the informations. And
but our vision is definitely to lead the beauty industry into a greener and more ethical future. So we believe beauty should mean health, caring for the environment, and living definitely without cruelty. So this is Vanitis.
Yeah, and I think this is where we kind of like are going at the same time, because I've seen kind of like on social media platforms, this has become nowadays a trend. Like, people want to kind of like go away, like, from those points that you mentioned, like, from the cruelty, and the kind of like kid slavery, and also very important. And I think that's a really good point as well, the skincare, because I saw, I think it was last week when I saw there was a girl, she kind of like doing, she was a makeup influencer or whatever, but she was giving shitty products, sorry for my friends, to promote, and then she had kind of like damaged her face because of the products were really rubbish. So that's very important, what we are putting into our skin. We have to respect our body. So that's the concept, and these are the products, right? Now, how far are you away from the concept to kind of like having the product into the market? Are any of the products live, or at what stage are you right now?
from the product, we are on this stage that the registration process, because the cosmetics are under the FDA registration process, so Food and Drug Authority. Um, and this we need to make in every country. And here in UAE, the registration process is already started. So this is the first one we need.
Right, but in terms of the products, have you guys done the research? Have you started? Have you kind of like finalized the manufacturers? Who is going to make the products? And like, it's just pending. You're just pending the certifications at this point.
Yeah. So we have developed already over 300 different SKUs with all the colors and formulations. This is everything. So the full makeup line is finished in our hands. Now we are just hanging on the registration, and actually then we are ready for the market.
And everything is made in Germany and made in Italy.
This is the cool thing. We take care from the very early stage during our development of the formulations. So we are not using even one single ingredient not um, what is not good to register anywhere on the world. So this means all of our products are worldwide compliant.
Right, and as of now, because you said that you already have in line for production 300 unique barcodes, right?
Yeah.
That's a big number there, for sure. Now, how has everything been founded so far? Like, from the kind of like ground floor, from research and getting the products out there for testing, some of that stuff. Like, how was that done? Is it self-founded, or have you had any outside kind of like any VC founding or anything like that?
Um, we had we started already 4 years before. So 4 years before, we started already to develop the formulations. This is a long-term process. You have a lot of different formulations and you need to fine-tune it, especially when you take care from scent to colors and everything. The whole setting is a very long process. Then you need to find the perfect manufacturing partners, and so this everything is done. Let's say before 2 years, exactly before 2 years, we started to have we really started to, so we found before 2 years, we found our manufacturing partners, and then we fixed up all the formulations and everything. And from in April, we had the first contact with Darren, so we get to know each other, and then we decided to connect now even the blockchain technology. And because we are with the product so far ready to go to the market, and now we make step by step, as you can see in our roadmaps.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Yeah, looks like you guys have been working for quite some time over there. It's not like, 1 month kind of like concept and you're trying to build everything, but looks like you are only, waiting only for the certifications. And are you kind of like positive in regards of getting all the paperwork kind of like sorted and, getting all their certifications or?
Totally. So the paperwork is absolutely no problem with these ingredients what we are using.
And
definitely,
do Mhm.
all the certificates. Yeah. This you
Awesome.
wanted to say, yeah.
And do we have any ETA, like when we should expect the approvals, the certificates, etc.?
Normally, a registration process takes about 1 to 2 months. This is the time what the authorities needs time. So this is a paper thing from the authorities.
Yeah. No, that paperwork, like no, of course, from country to country differs. That's for sure. So that was, and once you get everything done, everything sorted, the production will go live. Do you need any other funding in terms of getting the production started, or has that been covered?
No, this has been covered.
Pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. Which kind of like, at the same, I'm pretty sure, and quite a few others will have the same kind of like question when it comes to, because we'll touch again later, but I need to bring this up, right? Because you have everything ready, you're good to go. You're just waiting on the paperwork side, and that's it. You have the green light, right? So the question now comes, because for everyone who is here, again, we'll touch on that more. We will elaborate more down the road, but sorry, I had a phone call. I was saying that you have everything ready, right? So why having the revenue share? Why even coming on blockchain and getting into new technologies, new stuff, etc. Like which kind of like always have people thinking twice. Like, no, why should they do that? Why not keeping that 10% that you will give as a revenue share to the holders from the net profits to yourselves?
Can I
Why?
answer?
Yeah. Please, Darren.
Mark? Yes. So if I understand your question in the right way, like why sharing the revenue and why not keeping it on the physical side is what you're asking?
Yes. So this is always a question, especially when the product is ready, everything is ready. It's not like they need any funding or whatever from investors, right? So looks like Vanitis is good to go. They just need like the paperwork, and that's it.
Yeah. They're very good to go. As they said, they have manufacturers from Italy and Germany. like everything is ready, steady. So you before you're gonna paint, you're gonna cover everything, everything in your house so nothing gets dirty. This is what they all have done. Now they are ready to paint, and this is what they're basically doing. Everything is ready, and then when the certificate comes in, their whole network is also ready. They got investors, and then they can kick it off. Now, if you're asking why they are sharing revenue from these products to the crypto holders, just a second confirmation, because I didn't get your question pretty well.
Yeah. I mean, like, why not keeping
Yeah,
it Web
yeah.
2, right? So you could have like easily that
Okay.
the
Yes,
10% in your pocket.
yes. Because first of all, if you touch two markets, there is more potential for growth, right? I mean, and this is cryptocurrency is also the future. This is the reason that they have interest in cryptocurrency, and beside the transparency and security. And then when we were working on the solutions, which we will be covering in a bit, um, we came across the question. To answer your question, there was a question of, from the holder's perspective, why should I buy the Vanitis token? I mean, it's great, physical product, amazing, cosmetics, big potential, but why should I buy the Vanitis token? Because you're getting reflected from a project that is in the physical world with great connections, which is most likely going to become the top brand in the UAE because of its connections and the quality of their product. And these people are going to share 10% of their net revenue as a sort of reflection. As we know in the crypto terms, we call it reflection token. Well, in this case, it's reflection products. And this net revenue, the 10%, gets reflected over all holders, respectively, with the biggest holders getting the most, just like we are used to in the crypto sphere. With this is a sort of, you can also see it as a loyalty program, but it makes it interesting for the token holders, for potential investors to acquire tokens and to participate in being how do I call it, to be to be getting tokens from the physical side. I mean, revenue from the physical side.
Yeah.
So this gives them a reason to invest. I'm sorry, I just I forgot what I wanted to say. So it's a good reason for people to invest, because in this market, in the cosmetics, it's like the fashion industry, for example. You know how big this industry is, right? Well, the cosmetics is huge. There's like, if we look at the numbers, last year was $670 billion in market capitalization. This year, 670 billion, and 2024 is not even over yet. So this market is growing continuously. And I believe Vanitis will catch a chunk from this circulating, the money that is circulating in this industry. I really believe they will catch a chunk from the physical side. But why not entering a category which is digital, which can verify your products, but also you can gain a lot more investors from this side? Because so Marcus told me when he saw me, he said, like, I know that crypto is going to become very huge. I know there's a bull cycle coming. I know there will be mass adoption. And I want to be one of the first cosmetics companies to be part of this mass adoption. Because let's be honest, it's not only going to be the cosmetics industry. We already see it with Mercedes-Benz. We already see it with other companies that they are integrating blockchain technology. And these are companies that are so much ahead of other companies. They know already what is going to happen. That's why BlackRock is investing. But what I want to say is, these big names, they know what crypto will be and the technology will do for them. But startups, to enter blockchain technology is actually the smartest thing you can do, because you're going to have two lungs to breathe in the physical and the digital world. And this is basically what they are doing. So let's say the physical world succeeds, okay? The physical product succeeds. And let's say, just for example, the crypto doesn't. They can elevate the crypto side because the physical side is succeeding. If it's the other way around, they can do the same thing, but the other way around. Now, in this case, if both goes up and both prospers and succeeds, this will be double success. They can increase the rate of growth. And this is why they are now sharing the revenue from the physical product for the digital holders, to make it interesting to invest in Vanitis and to see the long-term vision of this company. And there is not only this coming, they're also going to have things like staking. They're going to have NFTs.
Yeah.
And this is also passive income.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah,
it's
we'll
very
touch.
interesting. There is yeah.
Yeah, we'll touch into the rest of conflict, the utilities and the use case of the token. But no, I really like your explanation over there. That's why I ask. I want to see what's the reason behind it, because sometimes conflict looks not actually, maybe because many projects have scammed in the past, with RWAs, with sharing revenue, and blah blah blah. And people and investors have kind of become suspicious, right? Okay, and another project who is willing to share their revenue share, like why? Why not keeping it for yourself? You can become richer, or use that money for development and so on. But no, well done in kind of explaining and covering that part. I think it's really crucial, especially when being on first place, one of the first ones to kind of first movers, becoming the first mover into the industry that you are at on first place. And also, yeah, I think we are just getting started here. We will see so much adoption, but the reason why we haven't seen it yet from companies and big techs and so on, it's because there is no green light yet, from the government, etc. Otherwise, we would have seen widely, big adoption happening. But no, well said. And when it comes to crypto, especially if the team is well established and is transparent, etc., their community can be the best marketing that they can have out there. With referrals, with getting the word out, talking about the project, talking about the products, and so on. So it's a win-win situation if it's done right. Marcus, I think I cut you off earlier there.
Sorry?
Were you about to say something, or?
Yes, that's why we call our community family. I couldn't say it better than you and Darren. So that's why we have the family.
Amazing. So now, who is your target audience, right? So once you go live, what will be the price range of your products? Because um, by having and kind of producing your products between Italy and Germany, right? Um, because I'm from Europe, so I know kind of the costs of producing something, doing something in those countries are quite high, right? So I would assume at the same time the end product will have a higher price due to that, because of the labor, because of the first kind of products and all that stuff will be higher. So what will be your price range and your target audience?
We are from the price range, we are in the mid-high price range. So the average price cost from our products is 90 dirham or $24, around $24.
24 and 25.
Yeah.
So
This is from the price range. As we mentioned before, quality-wise, we are definitely on high quality. And here comes again our good feeling. So we want to have everyone to join the joy of using high quality ethical makeup products. This is what we want. We want that everyone can have the joy.
you mean everyone, also also the teenies. So
Yeah.
so we also have kids, so and they are also using makeup, and for me it's very important that they are using makeup
Good
which
makeup.
is healthy for the skin,
the
because
skin.
our skin is like a sponge.
Yeah.
And from the target audience, actually, because we have developed the full range, and we have foundations. To speak about the foundations, we have it for every skin type and every skin color. This makes the audience quite big, so we can cover everything, every skin type and every skin color.
I can imagine,
So
with 300 unique codes, I'm pretty sure you guys can cover, kind of pretty much everything over there, because it's a big variety of products.
Yeah, correct.
Right. So And kind of like, just for anyone who has just joined, or even for everyone who is here since the beginning, I'm kind of like trying to focus most of the time towards the product, because in the end of the day, this is a project, this is a company that's all about, right? So if the product is not sustainable, or it cannot be sold, etc., then there is the project, when it comes to the crypto side, etc., won't be sustainable at the same time. And that's why we are kind of like spending most of our time towards it. So once the product goes live, right, what are the plans in terms of the sales, kind of like tactics and marketing? And will you have any distribution kind of like points, either like, from big malls or any other kind of like shops? Do you have any partnerships and collabs?
So we have, as everybody can see it in our white paper, we are planning to have our own web shop. We are planning to have distributors. We are planning to make collaborations with influencers. So this is the nice thing here. We will serve the B2B market as well as the B2C market.
Awesome. And in terms of driving traffic towards your online shop, is it going to be like, if you can share, of course, and if you have kind of like come towards final decision of marketing, like, oh yeah, what's the plan? Or do you already have any database? Because you guys have been into the industry for I would assume for quite a few years, so you might have some kind of like sort of database of customers.
Yeah, we have already a good number of customers in our database. This is quite okay. And of course, we will market very strongly, because we see in marketing is definitely the key, and special in our markets. So in the crypto as well as in the beauty market is marketing very important. And this will be a very big thing for us, and everybody will recognize it, definitely.
Awesome. Definitely looking forward towards it. Cool. So now this is a product, again, we are pending the certifications. They are due. Paperwork, again, in every country kind of like differs in terms of ETA, like time of arrival. So stay tuned for that. Make sure again, you give them a follow here. Click on the Vanitis profile. Give them a follow, and click also on the DSQ Solutions profile. Give them a follow as well. They are helping here the project, the Vanitis project, to kind of like scale up and build everything there for them. And then at the same time join their community, their Telegram community. This is where most of the communications and engagement, etc., will takes place as of now. And yeah, let's kind of like jump into the token part of the project. So you guys will have the token 12 million tokens, right? Will be the total supply.
Yes.
Can you break for us the distribution of the tokens, how that will be? You will have as well a pre-sale, and if you can touch a bit on that as well.
Yes, of course. First of all, the smart contract is going to be integrated into Gampad's Launchpad. This will probably happen tonight after this AMA. So it can be up tonight, by latest tomorrow. There will be 12 million tokens in circulation. 30% will be held by Vanitis. This is going to be used, because this is a long-term project. It's going to be used for the project in the form of rewards, in the form for centralized exchanges, and wherever it's needed. Of course, these tokens will not be dumped upon like you can see in many other projects and memes. This is a real company, KYC docs. We cannot share the video here, unfortunately, or else we would be here with our faces. So this 30% will be locked and safe in good hands. 6.6 million of these 12 million tokens will be allocated for the pre-sale, and I believe 1.8% will be for liquidity. Now, the pre-sale will start this week. Actually, the dates will be announced as soon as the pre-sale is up. The pre-sale will be pinned on Gampad for the whole duration of the pre-sale. This will be 7 days, or 6 days. I'm sorry, and it will also be available on the website itself. Now, the true and the real world investors, the people from their network, they will go through their website, and the crypto community can go through Gampad, of course, or through the website. It's going to be the same system. It's going to be an iframe with an embedded code. So what you see on Gampad is what you will see on the website, with some color changes to adjust to the theme of the website. And yes, there will be whitelists and there will be a public sale. I cannot yet I cannot yet say what the soft and hard cap will be, but this will be shown on the pre-sale when you are going to enter the Telegram. Just stay tuned, or check out the Twitter or the X. I'm sorry, and just stay tuned on what the soft and hard cap will be and what the dates will be. But it will be starting this week.
All right, so it's getting it's getting closer and closer. So keep an eye again. Make sure you join their Telegram if you haven't already, so you can stay up to date. And we, at the same time, from our side, will make sure to forward the announcements, etc., in our Telegram, so you can stay up to date in case you miss that. Cool. So that's.
I also want to touch one more thing, if I can.
Absolutely.
Yes. So regarding the marketing, so they got the physical marketing all covered. And as you heard, they're also going to do, Vanitis is also going to do the marketing on the crypto side, because this is much needed. We all know this. So let's imagine Vanitis wouldn't have someone that would be their partner and would just guide their own way through crypto. They would get scammed away. They would get maybe bad calls or bad AMAs. And us being here right now is an example of the right marketing within the crypto. And this is what we are going to do as well. We're not just providing solutions to them. We feel that we are also Vanitis. This is how we interact with Vanitis. So we're going to treat Vanitis as if it is our own project. So we are holding their hands, we're guiding them through, we're guiding them, and we're connecting them with the right people, because we are very well connected. We got all of the big influencers. This way, Vanitas will not lose any money to impersonation, people impersonating other big influencers. So regarding this, you can be assured that Vanitas marketing on the crypto side will be taken care of in the right way. In the proper way. And not only that, it's not just how you do it's not just what marketing you do, it's also about how you do marketing, the strategy behind it. And with this, we will also help them. So, and I believe, because I know about the magnitude of the influencers they have in the physical world, I'm pretty sure that once these two go at the same time, the marketing on the physical and digital side, things will really escalate quickly in a positive way for Vanitas. That's all I wanted to add on to the marketing part question that you asked before.
I wouldn't agree more, man. Yeah, it's so easy to burn money. When it comes to the crypto space, especially if the team is new, they don't know about Twitter, conflict influencers, or Telegram influencers and groups and so on. Like, it's so easy to get scammed. And this is actually a recent topic that we had in our Telegram like 2 or 3 days ago, and we were kind of like going through it, and how the projects kind of like burn money without even understanding, without even getting any results back from this kind of type of scam groups and marketers and so on. So no, that's really good. They are lucky. They are lucky that they have you guys to guide them when it comes to the crypto space, and through Telegram, Twitter. Awesome. So from the amount will be announced. You mentioned when it comes to the soft cap and hard cap of it, and how much is going from the total raise? How much is going towards the liquidity, and how is the rest of the funds going to be used?
So we're going to let me fetch the exact numbers. If you give me just 1 second.
Take your time.
Because I'm working with a lot of numbers at the same time, all the time. So 6.6 million will be allocated for the pre-sale, so for people to buy the tokens, 1.8 million to liquidity, and 3.4 million will go to Vanitis as a company. And they will be using this for the centralized exchange listings. They will be using this for the rewarding of their customers of the physical product, which we're going to touch in a bit. Yeah, they will use this wherever and whenever it is needed in the right way without hurting the chart. So this 30% you can see as a blessing, because the more the team holds, in this case, especially when it's a company which has not only docs and KYC, but is established as a company in the UAE. And you cannot get more certainty than this. I mean, this is like the ultra safe place to be. So if it was up to me, I would want them to have like 60, 70%, like you see some memes having, but this is not realistic right now because this is a company. Liquidity needs the right amount, the pre-sale, the token holders needs the right amount, and they need the right amount. And let me tell you one more thing. The whitelists are also going to take a good chunk out of the 6.6 million. We have done our calculations. There will be also for the public, but the main key here is that the tokens will be in the right hands. And of course, the public can also be, there can be all kinds of people in the public still. But we make sure that by having the Vanities team holding 30%, and from the whitelist that we know, it will be at least half of the supply will be in good hands. And this is much needed because this is not just a regular 16-year-old or 70, 18-year-old on his room launching a token within a month. Like you said, like we've literally worked 1 month on the content writing of the white paper and the design, just 1 month only on this, because this is your business card. This is very important. So this is a very, very, very serious project. I hope people understand this. And yeah, so it's good to keep the dominance at the company's side with the tokens.
Yeah, I agree. I agree, and it would be amazing when you guys have the breakdown, the distribution, and the vestings, etc. If you can send it in our main chat or in our group, so I can forward it in our chat as well. With the final numbers, that would be really amazing. And I'm sure you will have it ready before the pre-sale. Yeah.
Yes, for sure. We will share all the information. We will share when the pre-sale is up, when you can see the soft and hard cap. Everything will be shared in the DeFi Dojo as soon as we can. There will be no vesting for tokens. We are not going to hold hostage of tokens of people. We want to keep things decentralized. What you buy is what you get, is what you own. So we're not going to vest anyone. And we are very confident of the people that we are whitelisting, because these are not just regular people. We even have two sorts of whitelist, which from one is for very trusted people within the network of Vanitis themselves, people that they see in face to face, people that are investing in their company in the physical side. These people have also a bigger entry a window. Like, for example, just let me give you an example. It's going to be, I can just freely say they can spend up to 10 Ethereum, for example, as a maximum contribution. But this whitelist is just for the special, like the VIP, the people that we know, hey, these guys will not screw us over, because next week we're going to meet up with them again because they are in the business long term. So this is for these kind of investors.
Cool, cool. No, definitely looking forward, man. Looking forward for the breakdown and the rest of the numbers there. Not only for me, but for the rest of the community to have a brief idea of how the numbers do look like when it comes to that part. Um, Let's touch a bit on the use case now of the token. So we have the royalty program, we have the rewards for customers, we have the staking, which kind of briefly touched earlier, and then we have the revenue share. If we can start with the revenue share actually in the staking, right? So we mentioned in regards of the revenue share that 10% of the net profits will come back to the holders as a revenue share based on your holdings,
Yes.
and I think you need to hold at least one token in order to qualify, right?
For this, we will see how
Not
that goes.
finalized. Yeah.
Yes, but I mean, we're not going to share revenue with, for example, dust tokens. Maybe. I don't know. We have
Yeah.
not figured it out yet. But regarding this, I can explain the mechanism of this. There will be, for example, let's say, Vanitis has a really cool financial forecast. I've shared it with you guys. You are free to share it into DeFi Dojo. I think I already have. But there are like very significant but yet humble numbers there. But let me give you an even more humble number. Let's say they will generate a revenue of 1 million net revenue. All right, this is net revenue. They do not need to reinvest. They already have done everything, and this is just net profits. From this 1 million, 10% will be used to reflect over its holders. All right. For this, we will create a sort of airdrop system, which will scan all the wallets and then, respectively, from low to high, airdrop all the wallets. So this 10%, which makes $100,000 in this case, we can see that's 100%. This 100% of tokens will be distributed in the right order by the percentage the holders are holding. And we will also create a system that, for example, someone, if they know, hey, it's time to get the airdrop, I'm gonna buy for $500,000. I'm gonna get my net revenue. I'm gonna get my revenue share. I'm gonna exit. It's not how it works. We're gonna have a scanning program which we can properly scan the holdings, and we can then see no one needs to connect to anything. So that's the first thing. No one needs to connect to anything. You just need to hold the tokens, and we're going to scan through the whole list, the CSV list, which we can subtract from the holders list, and we're going to see who is holding what and for how long, and how the behavior has been of buying and participating in this revenue sharing. And then automatically we will make sure that the right people get the right airdrops, and these airdrops will happen not in Venet tokens, but this will happen in stable coins. Why? Very good example is what happened in the last 24 to 48 hours. Hey, if I have my holdings, I have bought these holdings because I am looking forward to get this amount of dollars in crypto. I don't want it to go down in 20% because of the market condition. This is on Vanitis to make sure that I get the right amount of dollars in my portfolio. So we're going to reward in stables, in a stable coin.
No, that's
This is
make
regarding the revenue sharing.
Yeah, and I think it's a good choice of rewarding in stables instead of your native token, because of the volatility over there, selling pressure, especially if you have like a big big kind of like revenue coming in, and you're sharing that 10%. You can imagine what will happen to the chart if you don't have equivalent of 10% or more of buying power coming into the chart. So that's a good kind of like move there. In terms of how to distribute the revenue share based on your holdings, etc. I think maybe kind of like a good idea could be like a pro-rated kind of like system, right? So if you're holding, if you held, let's say 1% of the supply, right? But for 15 days, and compared to someone who is holding 1% for 1 month, right? So he will get half of what he's getting, like a prorated system. Even if someone joins last day before you do the revenue share, for example, you take the snapshot. Okay, he joined yesterday. How much he's holding? 1%. But he's in only 1 day, so he will take that's 0.3%, for example. No, 3% of what someone will get from who is for the whole month in.
Yeah, I get your point. And you know what? I think this is a very good idea. However, I think for 1 day, I'm not going to jump into the details, but I definitely am going to discuss this with Marcus. I think he loves this idea too. And I love it that you bring it up.
Prorating, I think it's very sustainable, right? Because at the same time, you're not excluding new people, right? One day was kind of like an example, but it could be like 5 days, right? Especially if you're doing it on a monthly basis, and someone's joined, it's good, and it's positive for them. It's kind of like creates a good positivity in the community, and they will be happy. Everyone is happy. They will be shilling it stuff once that revenue share kicks in, even if it's for 5 days.
Yeah. Just to throw it in fast, we could for example, do at least 5 days, and if it's like 4 days, you're gonna be able to get a reward for the next month, something like this. But yeah, I get your point, and I think it's a really, really, really good idea.
Yeah, definitely. There are quite a few of different ways where you can do you can do it and keep everyone happy. Because in the end of the day, community and investors are a crucial asset when it comes to the projects here. So that's the revenue part. And do we have any forecasts? Maybe Markus. That's a question for Markus. Do we have any forecasts of what we should expect in terms of sales volume from the products, like on the first month or on the first quarter, that the products will go live?
Of course, we also have the forecast for this. Now I need a few seconds because I'm also making a lot of numbers in a day. 1 second.
Take your time. Take your time. In the meantime, everyone, please make sure if you haven't, give them a follow, and if you haven't joined their Telegram, please make sure you do. The pre-sale is coming; is just around the corner, and they're having good, vibrant community over there. So make sure you join them on Telegram.
Yeah. Okay, so from the revenue, what we expect in the first, second, third, fourth year, we expect in the first year revenue roughly from 1 to 2 million. In the second year, it's much more because we are planning also to open the US market, and from this point on, we will have big jumps because we are opening countries, okay, to export. And UAE is a small country, so not so many people are living here, so around 9 million. This is not so much. When we look just over the border to Saudi Arabia, we are speaking from a market size from 34 million people. And so the plan is definitely to have here in UAE, to settle here first, to make the branding correct, then expanding to the GCC countries, and then opening the US market. And after the US market, we are planning Europe or India. So both markets is very, very big, but US will be definitely one of the first what we will open also.
And is this kind of like an aggressive forecast that you guys have? Like, how could you kind of like, what is it an aggressive one, medium in terms of risk of the forecast numbers, or
I'm as
conservative one?
As I shared also the forecast with Darren, I'm a very, very I'm very, very low in numbers from the projections, and I love to be higher than the projections. I think like this I can let it.
Yeah, because you mentioned like first year 1 million, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you're having the connections, you're in Dubai, etc., and you have 300 unique codes, and is this gross or net?
No, this is now gross. So, but this will be quite.
I think this is very conservative number, to be honest. And why I'm saying that, right? Because I've done e-commerce. I have done like eBay, Amazon. I have done like Shopify myself, etc. And 1 million, it's not that difficult to achieve, especially by just doing drop shipping, for example, right? Which is not you cannot compare drop shipping with what you guys are building over there. So if everything is done right, I could see doing way higher than the projections.
Can I say?
Yeah.
Can I say something to support these numbers?
Yeah, go ahead.
So you are from the DeFi Dojo. I know how you guys, your mindset is. I know you guys are open-minded, conscious. And speaking about conscious, who is going to buy these products? People that are becoming more conscious, right? People that love their bodies, people that want to take care of their bodies, because you want to put makeup to, look better, feel confident, not to put makeup and then feel confident, and then after that, damage your whole skin, from which you need even more or makeup or whatever. You just don't want to damage your body, and it's not only on your body; it's also absorbing, like Sabrina said, like a sponge. But what I wanted to say is people are becoming conscious over the whole world. All right. People know what is going on in the world. People know what is in their foods right now. People know what they shouldn't eat. People are becoming vegetarian, vegan. People meditate more, and this means that their eyes will open. When their eyes open, they're going to look for the right things, because their eyes are open. If your eyes are closed, you don't care about animals, you don't care about anything. This is your ego. And as the world is becoming more conscious, there is even more potential for Vanitis to grow, because these people are going to stumble upon Vanitis. And this is just all I wanted to say to support the numbers. And I really think the numbers are humble.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. I agree. I'm on the same page with you. That's why I said 1 million 1 year. Nah, I would say 5 to 10 million for sure, right? And this is me because I've done this. I've done this on the drop shipping side, and I can't imagine having a proper network, being on that industry for a long time, having your own products and being in Dubai, having these kind. But again, these are forecasts. Marcus, as Marcus said, he really likes to kind of aim low and deliver high, which is a good thing compared to other people aiming high and delivering way lower kind of results. So no, Darren, we are on the same page there, 100%, man. So, and again, this is a not trend,
I,
not trend in a bad way, but this is where we are heading to. When it comes to our privacy and security, kind of our information about where we consent, etc. Our body, how we take care of our body, and all that stuff. This is where we are going to. People who are waking up, and yeah, they're not just one. They are not being, in the end of the day, we are still the product. Either we like it or not, but we are kind of more skeptic now, of choosing what's good for us.
yeah, I also want to add here something what is very, very important. Yes, the numbers are low, but uh, we will spend a lot of money, especially in the first year, in all the years, but in the first year, it has more effect. We will spend a lot of money on marketing. So we will run really, really a good branding, a very good branding. And then is also important to know that we will register the products also in US. This everything is costs, and that's why we spend in the first year, and in the second year it will go.
Awesome,
It will
awesome
make a
sound.
really big.
Mm-hmm. No, it makes sense. Your profit margin on the first quarters and first year, etc., will be low because you're a startup, you're starting, so your costs and getting your branding and name out there will be higher compared to being on the second or third year and so on. But no, definitely, it's a long-term project. It's not a pump and dump or 1 week or 1 month project. So keep an eye for everyone who is here. Join their Telegram so you can check, again, all the updates. Once the team will get the certifications, the approvals, so all the paperwork sorted, they will post there. They will post on Twitter. So make sure you give them a follow on Twitter as well. Yes, and I think next, really briefly, if we can touch on the NFT part, because this is coming down the road, right? It's not going to be in the beginning on the first phase of the project, or am I wrong?
Yes, of the NFTs will basically start. Um, after we launched, because so first we launched, we focused on the white paper, the design, the website, all the content on there, other content such as videos, marketing. So this was phase one, as you can also see on the roadmap. And then phase two, you can expect the staking, the NFTs, because they're also interconnected with each other. The whole ecosystem of Vanitis is going to be interconnected. The staking, the NFTs, the Vaniverse, which is a metaverse, but this one comes later, definitely, the metaverse. Um, but the NFTs and the staking are the first that you can expect, along with the dashboard. But because you asked for the NFTs first, let me explain about the NFTs. There will be different tiers of NFTs. Each NFT will have special benefits for its holders, special utilities, not a utility. This utility is, for example, an APY boost in the staking platform. So you're not only going to earn Venet tokens, you can even boost your earnings by holding these NFTs. Now, when you have boosted your earnings, they're not going to be dust NFTs, because the NFTs you can still use in the metaverse, which will give you several and different beneficial things in there. The details will come about that, but yes, the NFT still needs to be designed, and then the smart contract will be developed, and then we will develop this staking contract the staking smart contract, because we need to integrate the smart contract from the NFTs with the different tiers into the staking platform, so people can get the right APY. So it recognizes who holds what NFT. And then later, when we are going to develop the metaverse, we're going to allow these tiers again to be utilized, and not only utilized technically, but they will also be utilized visually within the metaverse, these NFTs. I cannot speak about that yet. This was something that will unfold later after the launch. We're going to sneak peek. We're going to, tease the community a bit. You know how it goes, Arion. And
Yeah.
this will just unfold slowly.
No, I think that we definitely need to have you guys back once you go live and launch, etc. So we can touch. There are a lot of stuff going on, right? So you guys are building a big ecosystem, but yeah, after once you go live, you have most of the stuff at the same time, like the staking, the NFTs, and even the metaverse, kind of like more information drafted down and all that stuff. Yeah, we would love to have you back. One quick question when it comes to the staking part there. So where are the rewards coming from? Is it from an allocation that has been will be set aside? Is it from the taxes? Is it from the revenue? Where is it coming from?
This is coming from the 30% that the team is holding.
Right. So okay. So the 30% is not exclusive to the team part. Like
No, no,
the
no, no.
team
This is
itself.
exclusive to the project. It's exclusive to the project.
Got it.
The
Okay.
team, of course, the team will obtain a percentage of these tokens, as this is their project, and they should. They have all right to do so, but mainly and mostly will be used on the project.
Got it. Got it. Yeah. Once you have the kind of like full details ready, please either send it in the DeFi Dojo main chat or in our group, and then we'll make sure to forward so anyone kind of like can go through it. I think with this the visuals and the text kind of like the announcement will help everyone to kind of like to digest the numbers better. Uh, Awesome, awesome. So yeah, last, but actually, it's worth mentioning that you have a charity aspect, which is 1% of the taxes that will go towards a charity. Is this something that you guys will be kind of like choosing? Which charity will you donate the money, or is it community, or how will that part work?
This charity will definitely be chosen by the team. I'm pretty sure the team, if the community comes up with something and we're like, oh, this is really something that we need to contribute to, that the team will be open for that. I think Marcus wants to, Marcus, you want to, or Sabrina, you want to elaborate on this?
Yes, I want to add here something. Um, we have already in our products, we are covering the human part of life, the human part, the animal part, and the economical part. Yeah, and we also will definitely distribute our charity initiatives in this three. So we will have three parts, and we have already ideas, but we are totally open to the community to give suggestions. We will discuss it then in the community, in our family, and we will find the perfect allocations.
Sounds good. Sounds good to me. But no, it's good to see that that aspect as well over there. Supporting some of the charities out there. Cool. So yeah, I think from my side, I've covered the most kind of like important stuff, and maybe Marcus, if you guys want to touch slightly on the or Darren, whoever wants to take the mic on the loyalty program and the rewards for customers program that you guys have.
Yes, Marcus, if you don't mind, I want to go through a few things before, because we're already over 1 hour. I don't know how long we are allowed to speak.
No,
So
no,
yeah,
take
there
your
will
time.
be a rewarding. Okay, okay. So there will be a rewarding slash loyalty program. This program works as following. Let's say you're going to purchase, I don't know, $500 of cosmetics on the website. You're going to be rewarded in Vana tokens. Okay, so a percentage of your purchase will be rewarded in Vana tokens. This Vana token will come on a dashboard that we will be developing for Vanitis. This dashboard automatically generates a wallet, so you don't need to go through all of the hard work and set up your MetaMask or anything. There will be a system that generates a wallet address, and this person, when he or she logs in, will own this wallet address. It's just one button. It generates a wallet address. You will be receiving your rewards on there. Now, if you want to interact with these rewards, you're just simply going to click on the tutorial next to the tokens, and you will be guided through everything: how to set up your MetaMask, how these tokens are working, how you can use it within the ecosystem of Vanitis. So at the same time, beside rewarding their community or their customer base, they're also introducing them to cryptocurrency, because by the time that this happens, I expect a lot of I expect mass adoption. And with this, I mean that, Arian, when you get out, you go to your work. I don't know if you're working somewhere or this is your main job, or when you speak to your neighbor, when they tell you, "Hey, Arian, are you also in crypto? I just bought some BTC." This is where the mass adoption happens. And when this happens and people receive the Vana tokens as a reward, they will be interested. At least not all of them, but mostly they will be, because it's all around them, and they're going to be made part of crypto automatically by just purchasing products on the Vanitas website, on the physical products. And then when they want to interact to it, Vanitas is holding their hand by providing a tutorial video. We already have the first version of the tutorial on mobile and desktop done by Vanitas to show how people can set up their MetaMask, because this is step one. And then after that, we will also set up a tutorial that will guide them through, hey, if you have set up your MetaMask, you know where you can find your tokens. Well, this is how you're going to use your tokens. For example, if you want to stake, hey, if you like the APY and you think this is a very decent passive income for you, and you're interested in the revenue sharing, this is how you can buy more Vanity tokens. So we're going to completely create a dashboard that allows people with no to little experience to interact with cryptocurrency whenever they feel like it. So they might not be interested in after the first purchase, but maybe after the 10th, because sometimes you need to see something over and over before you're going to interact with it, before your interest is going to rise. So whenever they do that, they're not going to lose out on any rewards, because for all the purchases that they made to reach the 10th, to finally interact with cryptocurrency, their dashboard is right there collecting the rewards from all of their purchases. And maybe in the best case scenario, for example, they will also see a dollar value. So if if let's say Venet token does 100x or 1000x, and they had like $5 or $10, you do the calculations. If you're going to see 5,000, 10,000 on your dashboard because you just purchased some organic products by Vanitis, and you see it went times 1,000, this will definitely gain interest. You will try to use that money, and maybe you will use it in the staking platform. Maybe you will use it anywhere else within the ecosystem, wherever you can use it. but this is basically what the dashboard will be.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And you know that the fact that you guys will have some guidelines and some educational material at the same time on how to use the Trust Wallet, how to create everything over there. That's really good for the space itself because it will increase the adoption rate, right? Because imagine like someone comes on board just for the products, but then sees that you guys have these programs, the rewards and the referrals and so on, whatever you might end up introducing in the end of the day. They will see that in order to get those, they have to go through the steps, which you will learn them, teach them how to do it, which is very good instead of just going randomly on a YouTube video, because sometimes even on YouTube you can get scammed. There are some videos, scam links on the bottom or within the description, etc. And many people are getting scammed because they don't know what's true, what's not scam, and so on. So, yeah, that's really good. And when will that go live?
There is no date yet for this, as we're just going with the flow right now. We need to first launch the project. We have everything ready, what we want. Like everything is ready. So we launch, we focus on the launch, we market it as we are here right now speaking with you. We make sure the launch is going good. And then we focus on the next thing, the staking, the dashboard, the NFTs. And then when this is done, we're going to focus on the metaverse. And this is just how we will proceed. And there's also another system coming before we forget speaking about it. I see Marcus has unmuted himself, or Sabrina. Do you want to say something or can I continue?
Of course, we also will focus on product registrations, finding partners. Yeah, so we have two roadmaps. This is very important to say on this stage. Please continue, Darren.
Yes, and that's exactly what I wanted to say. Thank you for that, Marcus. So this is very important because we will have a digital and a physical roadmap, and we're going to go through this simultaneously. So you'll be seeing, for example, Vanitis team, you'll be seeing them completing and delivering. This is also very important to understand because you know that the community motivation is like food, like and holding requires faith, and faith is there with delivering. And not only will Vanitas deliver, it will double deliver and over deliver. So they will be delivering on the physical side, and we will be delivering. Well, it's also them, but we will together deliver on the digital side, and this will go simultaneously. And if this is what you meant, Marcus.
Correct.
So
I couldn't say
also. Okay. Yes. Also, before I forget, sorry, Marcus, to interrupt you. Very important to understand this, everyone. Vanitas will also have a system that when they purchase products, any product, every product will have its own tutorial. Okay. So, hey, I'm receiving this package at home and there will be a QR code. I can scan this QR code because, hey, I ordered this organic product, but okay, how can I use it? Where does it come from? How transparent are they with their ingredients? When you scan this QR code, we will register everything that happens in the process of creating these cosmetics. We will register everything on the blockchain. So where does it come from? Who made it? What are the ingredients? Everything will be there as a form of as a gesture of transparency and legitimacy. So not only will there be transparent about the ingredients and the origin of the product, they will also educate. So this will be every product will have a one pager. So you scan it, you open a one pager, and you see this product and everything about it. How do I use it? How do I use it? For example, if I just have had a 10, if I'm outside, if I had a 10, I'm now darker than I was before I had the 10. So then even this information will be on there, like, hey, if you had just your 10 and you notice your 10 or maybe you're red, this is the way how you should use this makeup product. So this is really amazing and really innovative and really creative from them that they're doing this, and also really transparent because you see everything about the product when you scan the QR code. And I think they are going to be very outstanding with this, what they are offering with this QR code on their products.
So you see everybody here in the group that we are already a very good influence for Darren. We educate already. And yes, it will be a tutorial for each product, how to use video. And this QR codes, these QR codes will be on the product themselves. So it's not just on the packaging. So we will really put it on the product, because ladies going to their friends or on parties, and then they can scan it even there.
Yeah,
But
because
what I wanted to add to Darren is, we will have also for each product, we will have a blog article with all the active ingredients. And this is very important, because there we are again very transparent. So what is in the product? How healthy is it? Is it good? Is there a growing serum in some products for the hair or whatever? Yeah. You wanted to add something,
yes,
Sabrina?
because this QR code is very important, because when a lady are going in a shop, so no, not all the ladies are know how to apply all the products. So I say it always in this way. So when you not know how to drive a car, you will not buy it. So, and the same is with the makeup. So when you don't know how to apply it, maybe the lady, she will not buy it, or the man will not buy the makeup.
Correct.
So it's also for the man, and that's why it's also very good, this QR code.
Yeah, having the tutorials, I think, will help in when it comes to the product sale itself, right? You might have even more volume, as you said, Sabrina. If someone doesn't know, but they know that there is a video coming from your channel, from your Instagram, I think Instagram and which one was the other one? Pinterest, for example. I think these are having really good sales when it comes to beauty products, and also TikTok. I'm not sure about TikTok, to be honest. But yeah, if they know that there is the channel over there where they can scroll through and see how to make best use of the product, that will definitely increase the sales volume there. Plus, it's a good marketing, having all these kind of like resources out there, more exposure. Sabrina, since you haven't spoken much, I have a question for you. Like, how do you find it? Like, do you find it exciting? Do you find it like how do you find the crypto part of, like, um, for yourself? Is it exciting? Is it your first time actually coming across crypto, or have you kind of like been into the crypto space before?
No, as I'm really excited about it. So because before 1 year I have no idea about crypto. So, and now I'm very proud of myself, because now I have now everything about crypto. And thank you, Darren, so much for everything. So now I learned a lot.
Let's say nearly everything.
Sheds
I'm
down now.
yeah, thank you for this question. It's a very good question. So now I'm very happy to know a lot about this market. Also, it's very interesting market, and yeah, I think this is the future, definitely.
And actually, the markets, they're fitting. It fits.
Yep. Yeah, definitely looking forward, guys.
It's definitely a very unique.
Go ahead, Sabrina.
It's a very, yeah, as I'm saying, it's a very unique project, a very special project. So that's why definitely the digital world and the physical world there exist, but not because we combine the digital world with the physical world, and this is very new and very interesting for the world. So we are definitely we are a game changer.
Um, Yeah, and again, as I was saying earlier, it's really good that you guys have Daring and DSQ Solutions over there by your side to support you. Because again, it's not an easy space and place to be, especially if you are new. But looks like, other than the guidance, at the same time, Daring has been teaching you guys a lot of new stuff. So that's really exciting. Awesome. So again, a reminder for everyone, make sure you join their Telegram. This is where they will drop all their updates, as we mentioned, the certificates, once this will be approved. And also, like, the token distribution, the pre-sale, whitelist information, and so on. So please join their Telegram. Give them a follow here on Twitter. as they will be dropping as well some of the major announcements that are about to come. But no, it's been a great AMA. Again, I would love to have you back once everything and hopefully everything goes smooth and nice, and you guys go live. You have the products live. We would love to have you back and kind of like go more into details about the dashboard, about the royalty program, NFTs, staking, and so on. But yeah, I think that was from my side in terms of questions and some of the community questions that I got. Is there anything that kind of like we've skipped, we forgot that it's worth mentioning? Markus or Darren or Sabrina?
Um, yes, actually, just one small bit about the metaverse.
Yeah.
It's going to be much broader than what I'm gonna say right now. But in the metaverse, people will be able to have their coaching, and there will be an academy on there, a virtual one, obviously. And since virtual reality it is the future, but we're now in the age of, before when you had the old Nokia, this is the age of virtual reality. It will develop, it will further develop, and there will be an academy and coaching. Not everyone has the time and money to travel far, and they can just book it and come there and interact in a virtual way with each other and learn about makeup. People can shop in this metaverse. This is also very important to mention. They can network, they can have their communities there, which includes networking as well. And there will be events. Like, for example, the event that I met them, Vanitis, on the World Blockchain Summit, they're going to host events, and it will be hosted by Vanitis. And I think this is very much worth mentioning. And that is actually all I wanted to add before we would forget that. And it's all I can say as well. There will be more.
No alpha?
Sorry?
No alpha?
No,
Okay,
no, no, no.
no pressure, no pressure. But that's why I kind of like didn't kind of like touch much on the metaverse, since it will be down the road. But I'm pretty sure we'll have you back before that goes live, so we can discuss in details there. But no, it's been a great AMA, guys. I really like it. Like, it's a physical product. It's something that can be widely used out there, especially if it's something that has a lot of benefits, like the child slavery over there, the skin friendly, all that stuff. We have seen many kind of like instances, and yeah, with influencers, or even kind of like normal kind of like people getting their face ruined because of what they're putting from all these makeups or whatever these are called. I don't I don't know the names of those products, but no, definitely be careful out there what you're using. But I will pass the mic back to Markus and Sabrina, and then Darren, if you have anything else to add, or any closing words and a closing statement.
Yes, all I wanted to say is that you should know that with Vanitas, you're entering not a regular project. You're entering a company that is serious, people that are hardworking, people that are doing it with passion, people with a background in the industry. It's not like, hey, we got a good network, we got money, we're going to just enter cosmetics. No, these people live it, they breathe it, they know everything about it, and they're just using their passion and love and the knowledge they have about it in a very good way with good intention, because this is their everything that is based on the company. It is organic, cruelty-free, as you heard, sustainable, and you are safe. They're established in UAE. They have their faces. You will see if you enter the Telegram. They have videos on there. We will do other AMAs with our faces shown. KYC is almost done. It will be shared. I mean, you're safe. You're in the hands of a company that is working, that is has huge potential. It is entering the crypto technology, which has even also a big potential. Combine the two. Um, this is just not your regular project. That's all I wanted to say. Just stay tuned, because there's also more that will unfold, but we cannot share it yet. I have an NDA and I cannot, or else I will have a problem with Markus and Sabrina, which I don't want. But there is so much more excitement coming, which we cannot speak of. And just stay tuned. and I think Vanitis will thrive. Thank you very much, Arian, and you're a very, very great host. I really enjoyed the AMA.
I appreciate it, Darren. Thank you, Markus.
Yeah, Markus.
Sabrina.
Sabrina.
Yeah.
Also want to thank
Yes.
you. So now you know that we are a very cool team, a very good team. Together we will rock it. And yeah, we are never give up. We are working very hard and smart, and we know everything is possible. And that's why you can be excited. Stay tuned, and I welcome you, all of you, in our Telegram channel. Yeah, Markus, you also wanted
And Markus
to
needs to say, I'm completely passionate about making you feel beautiful inside and out. And I'm delighted to have you join us in making a positive impact. Because Venice is more than makeup, it's a revolution.
Awesome.
It's a revolution.
Thank you so much, guys. And yeah, keep an eye. Again, as we always say, nothing here mentioned in this AMA or in any of our AMAs is supposed to be a financial advice. Please do your own research. We just bring the projects here. We have a good time. We ask questions. We ask some of your questions and that stuff. But in the end of the day, it's your decision. It's your research. It's your money. So respect your money and make good use of those. So thank you once again, Darren, Markus, and Sabrina. It was a great one. And yeah, see you in your Telegram. Definitely hang around there. They're a good kind of like group of folks. Thank you, everyone. And
Thank you.
be careful.
Thank you.
Be
Bye-bye.
careful of the markets. Don't let that overstress you. Markets go up and down, up and down. This is what they do. There is some kind of like manipulation in between. We all know that, but we don't say that out loud. But overall, the trend is very good. Like the adoption will take place no matter what. Looks like we have had many bullish news all over the place. It's just some small corrections, some small manipulations. Someone who is maybe wanting to buy the dips and creating those dips, but stay safe. Don't let the market shake you out. And yeah, see you in our Telegram. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Ariel.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.